Welcome. In this lab, we are looking at scanning our network using the NetScan Tool Pro. I went ahead, I turned on a few of my servers. So Server 2012, Windows 8, Metasploitable, Windows 7, my Kali, and my Windows 7 attacker machine. All right, from my attacker machine, I want to install NetScan Tool Pro. And again, almost all of these files can be found online. So if you need to find this tool, you can actually go to netscantools.com. I was moving faster than my internet could move. So again, netscantools.com, we're looking at the NST Pro main page. And this is the tool we're going to be downloading. But luckily for me, I already have it in my D drive, in my third module, scanning tools, and then looking for my NetScan. We're using a demo version of it. Accept the license agreement, go through the typical installation. I do want to create a desktop shortcut. And you may have WinPCAP, that's okay. We don't need it because we already have it. Oh, you know what? I'm going to go through it just in case. Okay, let's go and launch our NetScan demo. We may get a trial period. All right, if you get the trial period error, what I figured is go back to their main site and let's just go ahead and download it. So download NetScan Tool Pro version 11 demo. You're going to have to go through the registration. And we're going to be doing this for Windows 7 64-bit. Let's go ahead and submit it. Let's go ahead and download it. .45 megs shouldn't take too long. Yes, we're reinstalling it. That's only because the license we first had was expired. And the one we downloaded does have a newer version, so that's a plus. Here we have our demo. Yes, we want to do our demo. We just want to look at the demo. And here we go. Here is our demo version of NetScan Tool Pro. In our example, we want to look at the manual tools. And we have ARP Cache, we have ARP Ping, we have ARP Scan. So for us, we want to look at ARP Ping. And here we go. We can actually look at the address filters. And let's go ahead and do an ARP Cache action. Let's see what happens. It will actually try to start finding our various hosts. Because we're using the demo, we are limited in functions, so that's just, it is what it is. Normally, we could also do things like send a broadcast ARP using a unicast ARP, things like that, but in this tool we can't. Let's go into a ARP scan. we can go ahead and set our range. Let's do our ARP scan. Now it should start trying to find various hosts. It took a second, but it did find a few. Here we have our server 2012. Sorry, this one's server 2012. That one should be our Windows 8. There's our Kali. So it does find a few. Let's look at our DHCP server discovery. And here we should actually start trying to find our DHCP servers. Because we're doing it on a Windows machine, we may be blocked. If that's the access, go ahead and allow access. And there is our DHCP server. It happens to be that is our DHCP server, but that way we can start trying to find information. What about country to IP or ASN? No limitation is none. So let's go ahead and get an IPv4, country AD, and let's actually try to get the Andorra. Let's try to go for United States. We should have a much larger list. And there we go. We get 37,000 addresses back to the US. We're not going to save our results, but again, we actually show what country is associated with what addresses and all the appropriate IP counts for all 37,000 addresses that we see. So let's go ahead, what is connection monitor? So we cannot save or load results. That's all right. Let's go and launch. Oh, so it's going to be similar to Packet Tracer. It's going to start capturing data. Let's go and close out of it. But the nice thing is you have to start playing with this to see what our tools do. In Active Directory, I want to do network share. It may try to find the appropriate shares. We shouldn't find any, but let's look at OS fingerprinting. Again, limitation is none. You know what? Let's look at 192.168.10.50. You may get a notice. That's okay. That happens to be the IP address of my Kali machine, but it should start trying to analyze it to figure out what machine it is. We already looked at OS fingerprinting, but again, this is just another tool for doing it. After a few minutes, it found its possible operating systems, Slackware Linux, or some type of Netgear switch. Let's do that again off of 70. I understand. This is my server 2012 machine, so it should be able to find the operating system pretty quickly. After a minute or two, found it as a Windows 7 machine. So again, you gotta start playing with these tools. Oh, what is this network routing visualizer? Again, limitations none. Let's go ahead and build route map. It'll start trying to get all the addresses around it. And it should try to build some type of map. And here is our visualized map. happens to be from my host to the internet. It's all no responses. I'm happy to do this in a VM. So we can also look at ping answer. Let's go try to ping one of my known hosts. And it responds. Again, just another type of tool very similar to what we've used before. It may give us more detailed packets. Another ARP scan, which we've already done. We've already done ping enhancement. We can look for duplicate IP scanner. We may see if there's any duplicate addresses. There shouldn't be, but that's one of them. If we go to passive tools, again, we could look at other things that are there. Let's look at this DNS traffic monitor. It's going to be a capture packet program like Wireshark. So I'm going to go ahead and move on. Passive discovery. Again, it's going to be similar to a program like Wireshark. Let's move on to DNS tools. Let's look at DNS tools core. Again, no limitation. So we can actually start looking up queries. We can start typing in addresses to see if we can get the appropriate address or address type or record type from them. Packet level tools. Again, we could generate our own packets. Also do Wireshark or do packet flutter. So again, this is just one of the tools that has a plethora of additional tools built into it. But this was, I figure, a nice entry to this tool. Thank you.